dressed in a red kimono standing right beside the door. She was far from me, so I couldn't see her face. But one thing...
Hello beautiful souls!
Welcome to Hijabis reaction channel. I'm Umu.
And I'm Jay, and we are so delighted to have you guys here today.
So today we will be reacting to
3 urban horror legend animated stories.
So make sure you like, share, comment down below and turn on the notification for more videos.
Yeah, and comment down below for more videos like this. So let's go!
I came to Japan to work as a nurse in a post-surgical unit. Patients come from hundreds of miles away to get their operations here. The surgeons are known to be the best. But what we don't tell the patients, what we're not supposed to tell them, is that this one is haunted. There have been more than a few events that have raised the hair on the back of my neck, and some have sent me into hysterical screaming fits. There was that time a few months ago when a patient told me she saw a woman wearing a red kimono stand beside her bed and watch her all night. The patient didn't see her face, as her black hair covered it.
Really? Where did you see her?
Really?
There. She...
No, the voice of the man is much deeper. The voice is really deep and creepy and weird at the same time. And this woman's voice is like funny.
No, that lady is so weird. The nurse, I think that's the nurse.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why didn't you see
I think it's her story.
Yeah, I
because
think
she's the like nurse.
Yeah, I think a man is just narrating it, the male voice.
Okay.
The male.
She was standing right there.
The patient pointed at the curtains with a fearful face. I pulled back the curtains and showed her myself. All of the other beds were empty, and there was no visitors or staff in the room with her. As if that wasn't disturbing enough, a few weeks later, a different patient said the same thing, when she had been left alone in the same room.
Did you see her face? Oh, no, but I saw something else.
The patient was trembling like a timid rabbit.
What did you see? Her head was touching the ceiling. Her neck stretched up so high, almost like a snake.
Now that made my skin crawl a bit. I looked at the watch. It was 2:30 in the morning and I was already tired from pulling a night shift back to back in a row. I gave the patient some medicines to help her sleep. Once she fell asleep, I decided to stay awake in that ward. The ward has 6 beds and only one of them has a patient. Rests were neatly made. White beds.
That's the saddest thing ever. You're just alone in the room. Like,
Yeah, I think
look at all of these beds are empty. That's the loneliest hospital I have ever
I
seen.
think I would be scared as well if I was the patient.
Yeah, but when they give like the patient a sleeping medicine, I don't think they can see the ghost anymore.
But if the ghosts come for you while you sleep, then you
Waiting for their temporary owner. I picked up a magazine and sat on a chair.
Look at that.
I don't know what
That
he's
is high.
yeah, I think that's his ties. Does he look like he's wearing heels?
Heels. Like you are a nurse. You are wearing heels.
And looking at the magazine. Maybe he's
like, I'm classy. I don't
After
have time.
15 minutes, I could barely keep my eyes open. I knew it was against hospital rules, but I still laid down on the corner-side bed. It was honestly a quick and much-needed nap. I don't recall the time when I heard running footsteps on the wooden floor. I got up thinking someone has come, but found no one. The ward was empty like before. The one patient was now snoring.
Hello? Is anyone here?
My senses sharpened once I heard a woman's chuckling voice.
Get a free remote quote from Anglian
I
Home
literally
Improvements and create a home that you love spending.
Voice.
This woman, I don't know why she thinks it's a good idea to be like, who is there? Like the ghost will say, yeah, it's me.
The door was closed like I had left it a few moments back. This proves that the chuckle took place inside this room.
Mrs. Tanaka? Are you sleepwalking again?
I couldn't turn on the lights as it'll wake up the ailing patient.
I think he's
The night lamp wasn't enough, so I switched on the flashlight.
Wait, but in this this hospital, don't they have light? Why is she holding it?
No, I think she says she didn't switch on the light.
Oh,
I don't think.
but why would you sleep alone in a bed?
patient's bay? Why are you sleeping in a bay where there are patients? You could have gone to your like the
Little
nursing
office or something
office.
like that, where there's
Office.
like your like kind of staffs like there.
I think. Some
Or maybe
people
this
need to
hospital
go
is just lonely.
mostly do the like the weirdest stuff. That's why.
Just look at her like cheeks. It's like very out of hunger or something.
My lord.
Light on my phone, I saw a woman dressed in a red kimono standing right beside the door. She was far from me, so I couldn't see her face. But one thing I could tell was that she was staring at me with an ear-to-ear smile.
Oh, this woman is still standing there like. Do you want to fix it?
No, it's fine.
No, guys, this woman is still standing there like, did I just saw that? That woman is weird, like weird.
I think
weird.
she
Literally, I was about to fall off my chair.
you were just like this.
Oh, I hate
No,
this.
I feel like this one is just like, really? Am I seeing this?
Or maybe she thinks it's one of
She
the
thinks
like.
maybe her eyes are just lying to her. Like, you know, when you get
She
up,
doesn't look shocked, and I look shocked.
no, when you get up sleeping, sometimes you see weird things and like, yeah, I'm just sleepy. That's why.
Anyways, let's continue. I don't want to see that woman again.
Yeah.
That
I
woman.
thought that was a man, but it looks like a woman.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
A sudden call from my mom almost gave me a heart attack.
Hi, Mom.
Literally, you're picking
Now
up
you're-
on when you saw that.
Wow.
She literally picking her mom call when she saw that. I would just be like looking at that thing over there and then
I would just turn back and start
running.
reading
This is the difference between black people and white people.
reading the Ayatul Kursi and just started to and just start
I would be like that shaitan.
Mhm.
Why are you still awake? Coco, are you all right? I'm perfectly fine, but why are you asking me this in the middle of the night? I had a very bad dream. Where are you? I'm at the hospital, Mom. Where else would I be? It's my night shift. Again. Did you say night shift? Yeah, why? I just saw you dozing off at your night shift and you were being watched by this strange woman. She
Maybe
wore
she
this
didn't
red
see
kimono and was...
Before my mom could finish her sentence, the call got disconnected. The phone dropped off from my shivering hands. With a slow, erratic heartbeat, I turned around where I saw the creepy woman a few seconds back. But she was gone.
Hello? What do you want?
My eyes searched the entire room, but the woman was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, my phone lit up once again. It was again my mom calling. I crouched down to pick up my phone and accidentally my eyes went towards the patient's bed. I could see a pair of red feet peeking under a red kimono. I jumped and looked above the bed. There was no one.
What? Is this a nightmare?
By now, I have started to lose my mind. I just saw a woman's feet under the bed, but when I looked up, there was no one standing beside the patient's bed. I crouched down once again, and now again, I saw those bare feet. The nails on the big toes were missing, revealing the red, puffy flesh underneath. I froze in that position. I was scared to look up when suddenly the feet started rotating to the back. A loud, horrifying sound of bones breaking took place with each movement of them. My voice died down in my throat. I knew what the patients kept saying about this ward is true, and I might not probably make it out of this room alive tonight. Just when I was on the verge of crying, the woman's neck dropped and her head started to roll down on the floor.
This is the worst horror movie I have ever watched. Look at that. That looks like a snake. That's why that old lady was like,
Yeah, man.
no.
And we are watching this at night.
Let me try this calmly. Let's process that we saw that woman before. So like, look at the mouth. It's like, oh, goodness. Literally, you just ruined all your hijab. Oh, let me just get a water quickly. I need that.
Okay.
Oh, your hijab.
My hijab is messed up.
Like a snake, her long neck stretched to inhuman lengths and started coming at me.
Now you are shouting.
Help!
I got up and started running towards the opposite side. I aimed for the door, but before I could get out, I tripped and fell. I laid on my back, knowing the laughter has come from a close distance. I didn't want to turn around, but I knew I have to. My head slowly arched back to catch a glimpse, and the woman's head was touching the ceiling. Her mouth was open, and blood was dripping from it. Her swirled, twisted neck moved side to side like a bobbing spring. I don't remember when I fainted. I naturally left that job at the hospital after my parents picked me up from the hospital. I was down with a fever. My grandma says Japanese people believe in this urban legend, which goes by the name Rokurokubi. They are said to be vengeful spirits roaming around at night. They love drinking their victims' blood, which made sense for her bleeding mouth. I don't know why she let me go or any other patient who stayed in that ward. There's still no news of her hurting anyone, but I guess she gets bored alone, hence decides to play with people for her entertainment. Whatever the reason may be, I'm never going near that hospital ever again.
Okay.
That one was scary. I feel like we just get scared when we see the like monster goes first time, but like we get used to it when we like. But like the first bit when we saw it, it's like the scariest thing in the whole world.
You nearly fell.
No, it was weird how this woman was very ugly. I don't know who created this,
And my
but
hijab
like,
just got messed up.
at least my hijab is still on. But like, it was so
I
creepy.
think I should have let you fall down. That would be so weird.
That would be horrible.
So let's rate this 1 to 10. How scary was this one for you?
Actually, 9.8.
9 point. For me, I would say.
My heart is still beating.
For me, I would say. I'll give it a 10. You know why?
We haven't watched like 2 of them, so I don't know why you give that.
I'll give it a 10 because like it scares me so much. I've never.
Then we can
seen.
still go above 10 then, if it's like possible.
No, it's 1 to 10. We just rate it. Sorry, 1 to 10.
So let's do story 2.
I
hope it's not that scary.
I hope you don't fall off.
Or maybe it's not the same woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
woman.
it's urban legend, so it might be.
Oh, anime. Oh, I mean,
You say anime.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. A week ago, I had to move to Pittsburgh alone.
Look, oh, the way her hair looks like.
That's why I wanted to comment on it, but I was like, maybe just watch.
No, it was weird. It's like, and guys, by the way, I feel like I have a cold right now.
With my dad. My father had landed a job in the city, and so I had no choice but to come with him. I love him a lot since he has taken care of me after my mom died in a car crash when I was young, but moving to a new city during midterm is such a pain. It's not easy for me to make friends in a new city, especially if you're a nerd. My grades got me admission into one of the top schools of the city. It was a nice campus, but the kids there were anything but nice. On my first day itself, I got the worst scare of my life. I had just finished class and went to the restroom, and when I went in, the door got locked from outside. I panicked and was trying to open it when the power went off, and I heard a loud, ghostly voice roaring from the other end. I tried to run when I hit my head against something and collapsed. The next thing I know was that I was in the locker room, surrounded by people and the principal of the school. I got up and they asked me what had happened, why I screamed and collapsed in the restroom. I told them what had happened. No one believed me. They thought I had some kind of daydream and asked me to relax and went away. Moments after they left, 2 girls, Karen and Amelia, came up to me and told me something that shocked me. They told me about Charlie, a psychotic, faceless man who roams the town and abducts girls and kills them. I was terrified to hear this, and that night at dinner I told my dad what had happened. Dad dismissed it, saying there's nothing like a faceless man. It's just some stupid urban legend and a bunch of lies. I couldn't sleep well that night. The creature's face kept coming into my mind. I came out to the balcony for some fresh air, and that is when I saw something horrifying. On the street in front of the house, I saw a man in a hooded jacket walking slowly in front of my house. And just before he passed our house, he stopped and looked up at me. I jumped in horror. It was the same faceless man Amelia and Karen had told me. I screamed in fear and ran inside. My dad came to my room and asked me what had happened. When I told him, he immediately went to the balcony to check, but there was no one there. He took me to his room and made me sleep next to him. I was shivering in fear. He consoled me and made me sleep. The next day, when I went to school, I saw Amelia and quickly rushed to her to tell her what had happened, but she was lost in thought. When I shook her back to reality, she looked at me and broke down.
Hey, Amelia, what happened?
She was breathing hard and told me.
Karen is missing. She went out last night and never came back.
I was shocked to hear this and was about to ask something when the cops arrived at our school and wanted to meet us and question us regarding Karen. We told them all that we knew. We told the cops about the faceless creature and they just laughed it off, saying it was just an urban legend. After they left, I told her that I saw the faceless creature again in the night. Amelia had decided to go look for the creature. I told her that it was a bad idea, but she would not listen and left. I was worried for Amelia, and in spite of being scared, decided to help her. We took our cycles, did not tell anybody where we were going, and rode to the edge of town. There was an abandoned tunnel. Amelia told me that the creature lived in this place. We kept our cycle outside and went into the tunnel. I was scared, but Amelia was determined to find her friend. As we went...
Maybe could she be someone who just takes
Kids to that creature.
Yes.
No, that would be a
Betrayal.
that would be mental. But
Yeah.
she the way she was like, I'm going to fight that
And
guy.
she even said, "This is where the creature lives."
That's when you know she is like
That girl, we don't trust you.
maybe she's hot.
I don't trust her though.
Went in, the place got darker and darker. Just when we were about to switch on our mobile lights, we heard a scream.
Let me go! No!
We froze for a second. Amelia's eyes lit up. She told me that it was Karen's voice. We ran inside, but the tunnel split into two paths. We did not know where the sound came from, and we did not want to split and search either. We decided to take the path on the right and started walking inside. A little ahead, we saw a door, but it was locked. Amelia asked me to look for something to break the door open. I was looking for something in the dark when the door suddenly opened. I turned to look. There he was, Charlie. He had the ugliest face, completely wrinkled and scary. I screamed in fear and froze. He looked very angry and charged towards Amelia. Amelia was trying to fight back, but she was losing. I had to do something. I looked around and found an iron rod. I took it and hit his head hard. He collapsed and fainted. We quickly went in to rescue Karen.
They clap and faint. But so in real life, if we hit someone, it would not
They
like
might just get up and be like,
Yeah.
start fighting.
And called the cops and ran out. The cops came after some time.
like
When
she would be dead by now because they said she like adopted and killed.
But
into the tunnel and came back saying that there was no one inside. We were shocked to hear this. We had proved that the legend was true, but feared that Charlie was still out there and will be looking to take revenge on us. The cops asked us not to leave home for a few days, and that they'd put out a notice for Charlie, the faceless man. That night, when I was asleep, I heard the window of my room crack open. I looked and was shocked. It was Charlie. He was rushing towards me, saying, "I will kill you!" I jumped and screamed in fear and tried to rush out, but he grabbed my hand and pulled me. I fell on the bed and yelled out to my dad for help. Just when the door opened and Dad came in with a shovel and hit Charlie in the head. We called the cops who came in and arrested Charlie. The town was finally free. of that faceless psychopath.
I still want to know what he looked like under that.
To be honest, I kind of thought that maybe he was his dad, like her dad. Like I don't know.
I thought it's like someone she might know.
But the principal, when the principal came out after 12 scene, I was like,
but like it's a story, but it's not that scary. Like
it's not an urban legend because I'm like,
that's not scary. It's just about a man wearing a mask,
yeah, exactly.
just like killing young girls. But like the other one was much scary for me than that.
Which one? Oh, the first one where you wanted to fall.
This one, it wasn't like ah. Anyway,
yeah, it was just like a story. Like yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but how like what would you rate it as?
I'll give it a 6.
Like
I would say, I'll give it a 4 because it's similar to the like.
But the scary part was they like tried to find the pet for me.
Yeah, even when they were finding him, it wasn't like a jump scare. So I was like,
whatever.
Yeah,
Jump scare. But for me, I would say 5. Wasn't that
I would say
scary?
4.
But the man was a little bit weird. What is that? This is last one. The last one.
Last to go. Don't forget to like.
And comment down below what video we should react to. It shouldn't be only horror. It could be any videos like press it now.
I didn't move beneath the covers, excitement coursing through my veins. The house was silent, and I knew that it was time. I slowly descended the stairs, careful not to make any noise, and
Sorry,
this story started.
just started by this man getting up from bed.
Hey, let's put it. Let's start it again because I'm really confused with this story.
No, it's just like him
It's him about Christmas. Him like waiting to catch Santa.
through my veins. The house was silent, and I knew that it was time. I slowly descended the stairs, careful not to make any noise and tip off my parents. I clutched tightly to the railing, afraid of what I might find. I reached the bottom of the stairs, my heart pounding in my chest. I would finally catch Santa.
How old is this man? Because I'm not gonna say a boy. He looked like a man, a full-grown man trying to catch.
Yeah,
Santa.
look at the hand size.
I feel like he's gonna catch someone trying to rob them.
Yeah, I think
Or like someone creepy guy.
That's why you don't get
Or a
up.
creepy lady.
You don't get up very late and try to catch some imaginary stuff. I hope he doesn't open the door like the others and be like, "Hello, who is there?"
That would be weird.
This year, I'd catch him putting presents underneath the tree. I just had to wait till I heard him.
Look at how creepy
This guy is actually so creepy. I think he's the one gonna like kill look at him. Like he's gonna scare Santa. Look at his face. I'll be so creeped out if I find someone like under the
table where like
even if I go like in the middle of the night and I saw you under the table like
what are you doing? What are you doing?
To be honest, I would be like you're possessed. I will start reading the Ayatul Kursi.
You always say that.
I always read it.
And then I'd spring out and catch him in the act. I waited, the silence around me growing louder with each second. Finally, however, I heard some noises from behind the corner. Excited, I sprang out from behind the corner. I gotcha! But my voice trailed off.
I just saw something that's not human. Like
What was that?
look at the face. It's like
Standing near the Christmas tree was something that horrified me. Something that wasn't Santa. It was a tall,
Maybe this is
dark
their
figure
Santa.
with pointed horns and a long whip. It turned towards
Maybe
me,
this one is
its feet
Santa.
goat hooves and its face contorted into a sneer. Hello, Ryan. I screamed and
I
ran.
swear this is their Santa for the Christmas show because this Santa is like maybe people made up Santa. This is supposed to be the real Santa, so like
He said,
hello, Ryan. He knows his name. Maybe he's in the naughty list.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Don't say come down at night.
Ran back upstairs, jumping in bed and pulling the covers over my head.
Why? Dude, I don't know why.
Why did you go and wake up your
No,
parents?
why do children think that? Like, cover yourself
With your blanket?
Your blanket is like your weapon or something.
Like they're still gonna get you.
Mm.
Especially your door wasn't
Go
locked.
and get your parents. I think this is a full-grown man.
Yeah, that's why.
I stayed like that for what felt like hours until I decided.
Why is it that some
hate
students
that.
get A stars and others
They
get
always
C's and
come
A
D's?
plus,
So the
B,
difference is in
like D is a little bit.
Decided to get up again. I crept back down.
No, because if you can get like which I think if E and F is worse than D. So what are you talking
No,
about?
but you need a C to pass GCSE.
But still, but like how people are saying, oh, if you are failing, like the worst to get is F.
No, the worst grade to get is a U in British.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the American like way.
Are you in America, my friend?
No, I'm not, but I'm the
Yeah,
UK.
in the UK.
But I
Yeah,
love
in
their
the UK.
lifestyle though. I do. I'm American.
Downstairs, my legs trembling as I went
Look at
and
his
peered
face.
around the corner.
That's
There was
me
nothing
when I-
there. I couldn't help but feel relieved. Maybe I had been dreaming and had never left my bed. The next morning, I had all but forgotten about the mysterious
That's good,
creature that
though.
stood in front of the tree. It was Christmas, and I eagerly opened my presents. There was a bike, a few new games, and strangely enough, a strange-looking toy that resembled a fidget spinner. A few days passed, and I decided to keep the fidget spinner with me as I made my way to school, despite the strange looks my parents had given each other when I opened
Maybe
it.
because they didn't
School
buy it.
Maybe that guy put that.
Maybe that, I think that's the devil or something. It's meant to
Passed uneventfully, and I
The devil.
Maybe
in the man,
if he
look.
use it, he will be possessed by that.
That looks like a.
Maybe
It has kind of a knife or like something.
possessed by that thing.
Oh, sorry guys.
Oh, look at that cute guy.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
began to make my way home. I walked home, talking to my friends as I did.
Literally, you're
I
not.
swear, it was the craziest
Oh,
dream I ever
My
had.
friend is
A
like,
monster in the house on Christmas? Come on, man. Yeah, you must have been dreaming.
But the
Have you ever
black
heard of
man
Krampus
is
before?
Like wearing
Krampus? What's that?
lipstick or something. Like it's really bright.
yeah, and he's like, I'm talking to my friend. Like, you talk to me, I'm talking to my friend. My friend is like,
At least they're like now communicating like normal human.
yeah.
That? It's some crazy anti-Santa
Everyone's
urban
eyes
legend.
go crazy.
You must have seen it
Because the
somewhere.
other one is
We
bright,
continued
bright green.
walking until I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I stopped and strained to look in the direction I had seen it, but whatever it was had already gone. Still, I felt chills run down my spine. Whatever I had seen looked like it had horns, and I thought it looked awfully similar to what I had seen on Christmas.
Maybe.
Suddenly, it began to snow incredibly hard. The clouds were so thick that we couldn't see
Wait, why are
anything
you
in the
going to
distance.
school? Wait, is she going to wait?
Is he
Going to school on Christmas? I'm really confused.
Maybe it's kid. Maybe they already opened their present. Maybe it's like Christmas is past already.
Oh, okay.
But still, if it's this winter, you know, in
In
UK,
UK,
they will just close everything. The train station, the buses for sure, a
And
little bit.
schools.
Yeah.
So I think this is an American.
We ran towards the closest gas station, desperate to get out of the snow. Come on, man, keep up! I shouted behind my shoulder as I ran. When I didn't hear a response, however,
You
I
said you
turned
started
around.
behind your soldier, and you're just like, "Come on, man!" But then behind your soldier, that's like just looking behind. Okay, I'm really okay. I wouldn't talk anymore because this.
My friend was gone, and the snow whirled around me harder. What's going on? I kept running, my heart thumping in my chest, until I finally reached the gas station. For a moment, I felt relieved. The sign said the employee would be back in an hour, so I had time to take shelter from the snow and help myself to some snacks. I made my way to the racks of candy and snacks, almost too excited. Free candy for me, I guess. That stupid employee shouldn't have left the store unattended. I began to stuff the candy in my pockets, feeling
So
overjoyed.
he's a thief.
Yeah, you a thief. Anything that happened to you.
Because he's a naughty kid. That's why that guy
Yeah,
came
I
to
think that's why maybe it's like this tale where the good Santa,
and the
For
bad
good.
Santa.
yeah, for naughty kids, there is this bad.
Right, because
Santa.
the staff said they will be back in an hour. That doesn't mean you steal stuff.
But then, the lights went out, and I heard
hate when lights
hooves
go
on the
off.
ground. I froze in fear and looked up.
He's doing
Standing before me was Krampus. He sneered at me. "You're not on the good list."
Oh yeah.
I screamed and ran as fast as I could, Krampus's hooves thumping behind me as I ran. The snow was coming down harder and harder, making it difficult to see and almost impossible to run. I could hear Krampus's voice behind me, telling me I was in trouble. Faced with no other option, I finally stopped and fell to the ground crying. Above me, a large, shadowy figure appeared. But then I heard police sirens in the distance. With a surge of hope, I ran towards them and right into a group of policemen. "Help me! Help me! Krampus is chasing me!"
Hold on, kid. What are you talking about?
"Krampus is chasing me. He's been chasing me since Christmas. He was in the gas station back there. See? I don't think he liked me stealing candy from the..." I froze, realizing what I had said to the police. They looked down at me, sneering.
Oh, something really freaked you out. Otherwise, you wouldn't have let slip that you stole some snacks, would you? Empty your pockets, kid.
As I sat in a cell waiting for my fate to be decided, I heard devilish laughter from outside the jail. I leapt up, running to a single window in the cell. Outside in the snow, I saw the hulking figure of Krampus. His face was parted into an evil grin. "Better be good next year, Ryan, or else there won't be a next year to look forward to." And with that, Krampus turned and vanished into the snow. I shuddered. I'm never going to steal or misbehave ever again. I know that Krampus is supposed to just scare kids, but after a close encounter with him, I can't help but feel like that's just an urban legend. The real Krampus looked all too willing to make sure I stay in line and kill me if I don't.
Oh, that one wasn't scary. It was like funny, and it was like the thing looked like a man and half goat or sheep. It's like or a cow. I don't know.
It looks like it is like a mountain goat or something.
Yeah, but like I like the fact that he was there just to teach him a lesson or something like
Yeah, I
that.
think so.
Next time you would not be alive.
You went to a store after you saw something on Christmas
Mm-hmm.
and you start thieving.
Like stealing and misbehaving, as he said, like on the video. How would you rate this one? It's not that scary.
I think
But it was like kind of interesting to watch what's gonna happen next, because when we saw that guy,
I'm mostly scared when there's a jump scare or something.
but this wasn't a jump scare. It was like So I think this one is like 4. So, for me, I would say 4. I didn't find it scary.
I think this one.
He looked like a human in a way, The face doesn't, but the body is muscular. You know what I'm saying? But the foot wasn't. The foot was like a goat or something like that.
Yeah, it was like that movie.
Yeah,
that movie.
I think horse. They are
they have
human and half horse.
Yes.
They look okay. It looked like that.
It looks like that, but this one have a very big horn.
Yeah.
And the face looks so weird.
This one, it was okay, but we're not scary.
I'll give it a 5.
The first one was the scariest.
Oh my god, that's why.
That lady was weird. I don't know who made that lady, but you're professional. You are professional. But anyways,
thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below any type of videos you would like to see us do next time, and also comment down below how you rate all of the stories we have just watched.
We just watched.
Like your points 1 to 10. Rate down
your opinion about the stories.
Rate it down.
And
why do we look like we are rapping like this?
And bye. See you next time. Make sure you subscribe for more videos.